Welcome to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. I'm glad that you all have decided to join me again on the show. If you would like to call in, please feel free to call 708-223-8953. I always got to look at the number just to make sure I'm doing it right. 708-223-8953, the Denasha Harrison Show. Last show, I talked about hosting and talking to some people from the East Coast, and we're still setting that up. So my first guest from the East Coast after Valentine's Day is going to be Stephen Wise. Very wise brother, just like his name. He's one of the pioneers of that Baltimore style fashion. First time I met Stephen was when he had his shop doing great things, not only for fashion, but for the community as well. So that's going to be my first guest after the holiday. And by the way, happy Valentine's Day to all those who will be participating in Valentine's Day. So we're going to talk more about that after Valentine's Day, and I'll go ahead and line up those guests. But tonight we have a guest who is amazing. We're going to talk a little bit about what she does and get into it. So I'm on a little early, but that's okay. So I want you all to welcome my next guest tomorrow. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
You're welcome. I'm glad that you decided to come on. I know, schedules sometimes don't always match up. So I appreciate
Hmm.
you uh, making the time to come out. So I would like to talk to you about your profession,
Hmm.
what you do, why you do what you do, why is it important that you do what you do,
Hmm.
not only um, for the people as far as what your craft is, but why is it important and how does it fit into the whole health and wellness conversation? So tell a little bit uh, about what you do.
Okay, so I do shiatsu massage, which is a complementary therapy different type of massage that uses finger pressure in order to open up your meridians or your channels. And those are spaces between your muscles and ligaments that blood flows through, energy flows through, and they connect to your organs. So what I'm basically doing is allowing that energy and blood to get to your organs and stimulate your body so it can bring it back to homeostasis and your body can heal itself.
Okay, that doesn't sound like a regular old massage. Is it along the lines of the same purpose for why people would go in to get a massage? Is it like a regular massage, or what's the huge differences in it? I know you explain,
Hmm.
how it opens things up, and um, it's, but explain the technique a little bit.
Okay, well, regular massage usually works with like your muscles and your joints, and we do that in addition to. We also utilize Chinese medicine in order to kind of not necessarily diagnose you, but to see what your organs are telling us. So there'll be a what we call kyo jitsu. One is a deficient organ, and the other is an excessive. And we basically allow them to we diagnose your hara, which is your stomach area, and your organs in your stomach area tell us which organs are kyo and jitsu. And then we base the massage based off of that kyo jitsu.
Okay, so why'd you get into this type of healing process?
Well, it's weird because I really didn't want to become a massage therapist. I was into herbalism, and I was looking to expand my knowledge on herbalism through Chinese medicine. And I was looking around for different schools, and I came across like acupuncture, and I was really interested in it, but it was super expensive. One of the schools I was considering was about 70, $80,000, and it was a 4-year program. You did get your massage license and you learn acupuncture, but I have gone through school. Like I'm a special ed teacher. I almost had my doctorate. I didn't want to go through another 4 years of school in order to learn that modality. So I found a school in Evanston called Zen Shiatsu,
Mm,
and it was about $11,000, and it included the Chinese medicine, herbalism, and on top of that, I got a massage certification. And I wanted to be able to practice something, and a lot of things you need a certification for.
mm.
So that allowed me to get a massage certification and still practice herbalism. And I was also really interested in like the tuning fork and healing energies. So this was my way to bring it all together.
So you just can't take a bunch of pins and start poking at folks.
Oh, absolutely not. It's definitely methodic. There's certain points on your body that do different things. So with acupuncture, they use the needles and they twist them a certain type of way in order to get like a release. But with shiatsu, we connect those points, and they're connected by channels. So you just don't have little points on your body. You have a whole lines, like grids, basically, almost like the map of the earth, like in your body. And we go through those grids and open up space so that way your body can get whatever it needs, whatever is telling that therapist your body needs.
I'm glad that you said that because I wanted to talk a little bit about that, about more about the benefits
Hmm.
of why it's important for us to take a look at type of this type of therapy,
Hmm.
this type of process for our bodies. Can people emulate what you do with medication, with different types of, um, pills, different types of over the counter drugs? Can people emulate with that what you do?
Well, I think there's a big difference between Western medicine and Eastern medicine. So, Western medicine is more about a final, like it's a final result. So, I had an injury and I need surgery. I have a problem. Here's a pill to fix the massive symptoms, but it creates other symptoms, other effects that could cause other problems in your body. With Chinese medicine, we look at your organs and say like, "Hey, how is your body functioning?" And then we get to the root of the problem and try to heal the root of the problem so your body can naturally heal itself and bring it back online. And the way we eat and the things we do, it could be any organ. One day it could be this organ, the next day it could be that organ. But if you have an acute or chronic disease, sh- um, shiatsu can really help with those.
Okay, I was about to ask you. You kind of answered the question already. What are some of the things that knocks the body offline?
Mm. Well, it could be anything. It could be diabetes. It could be, going to the gym. It could be small things. It could be large things. Uh, it could really just be anything. Let me use diabetes as an example because a lot of people do have diabetes. So you can uh, look at usually like your spleen or your liver, and those usually have like, well, your liver functions. Sorry, I'm a little nervous, but your liver stores blood, and maybe your blood needs isn't being filtered properly through your liver. So shiatsu can help your liver heal itself so it can start functioning. And um, I'm sorry, like, and like your spleen, it like, sorry.
So if you open up different pathways that that are identified between different points on your body,
Okay.
that can cause processes for like your liver, for example, to
Yeah.
start the cleansing
Let me give
process.
you a better example. I
Okay.
had to think about it for a second.
Okay.
So, like insomnia, a lot of people have insomnia. So, like your heart is usually the key to like calming that insomnia down. So, your heart, you can press like this area right here, CV17, which is a heart area, and then also right here, and that can calm your chi down. Because what it is really your mind is overthinking. It's you're over using your mind and your energy, and it can help bring your energy down. Or sometimes, especially like with things like menopause, a lot of women have like kidney issues. And with that, you can press the points on the kidney or go down the kidney, and it can calm those symptoms with menopause. And you can combine them with other things too, like, grounding, going outside with your shoes off, and earthing and allowing that negative electrons to go up into your body, calm you down. Because what it is you have too much yang. So like your body has too much heat, and it's rising up into your head space, and it's creating irritability and uncomfortability. So if you bring that yin, which one big yin meridian is kidney, if you find a way to get that yin back in your body, you can alleviate some of the symptoms of menopause.
Okay. 708-223-8953. We are talking about shiatsu massage with Tamara. We're going to take a quick break on the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about what you do. Be right back.
You ain't got enough money to buy my soul. Ain't strong enough to stop me. I'm out of control. This the matrix, I'm Neo. I know that I know. I am that I am. That's why I speak so bold. On the verge of losing hope, had nowhere to go. Switch my style from singing vocals to magical flows. Studied the streets a little closer. One with the ghetto. Got wise as I got older. Unloaded the metal. New millennium rebel. After that federal dollar. Balanced the world on my shoulders. I know my soldiers will follow. We at war. Cause kids still dying in the streets at war. On the block running from the police at war. In the US, this ain't the Middle East at war. With the problems in my own community and the swore. It's the only way to fight an enemy. Lord, save my father from this bottom to Hennessy. With more can I give? I'm giving all of me. And for real, it's only getting hotter for me. Harder to see and harder to breathe. And there's only one remedy. I gotta be smarter than my enemies.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, now wade in the water. God's full of trouble.
I'm being chased by demons that triple team, exposed to false religions. I'm hated by jealous niggas that don't wanna see me living my life scarred from living hope. Pulling off papers, I'm chasing paper, no holes barred. Peace of mind, I yet to find my heart's cold. Got no friends, my last road dog turned me in. Because the war would never change. You take change, you takes the blame for bad decisions. So many missing from following orders, cause ill giving got the world tripping. They pushing prison at us young niggas. That's why we haven't had triggers, won't let the war get us. I'm not alone with the way that I feel. It's like millions out there clutching this steel, roaming the field. I am what I am, and best believe I'm following me. A guinea pig, I refuse to be. The streets got a hold on so many lost souls. It's old, I pray to God he starts letting me go. No, I'm not a fool, and I'm definitely not following rules. Hoping that the Lord pulls me through. When I'm at the gates, standing before Christ, and he's flipping through the pages in the book of life. Final judgments being made as he look in my eyes. All I can vision is the wrong that I've done in my life. Close my eyes as I look back at the sky to puzzle pieces. Demons to try to stop me, and all I wanted was freedom. Better living for my people. Did you ever hear my cry? In my mind, I never understood why we were born to die. Die, die.
Wade in the water, children, now wade in the water. God's full of trouble, water.
Welcome back to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. Again, if you want to call in, 708-223-8953 if you have any questions about what we're talking about. And if you just joined us, we are talking about a type of massage called shiatsu massage, originating in Japan, China. What part?
It's a Japanese style massage.
So it's a Japanese style massage. Very interesting conversation. A break, I was sharing a story about what happened to me today, this morning, and I'm not going to go into all the details, but I will say this. I got locked out of the house this morning, rushing into work. So not only could I not get in back in my house to get my keys, but I couldn't get in the car to get out the cold. So sometimes I drive to work without shoes on. So I had on some socks and, I wasn't dressed too well for 31, 32-degree weather. But I was sharing, although I had to wait until help came to get me back in the house, it was not that bad of an experience being barefoot out in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard for me to explain. Maybe you can shed a little bit of light on what people call grounding.
Mm-hmm. Well, your body has two different types of energy. The yin energy is negative and it's cooling, and the yang energy is warm and it's positive. So the earth is basically an electron, a negative electron magnet. It's flowing. Mother Nature is feminine energy. So when you put your feet on the ground, that negative energy comes up into your body and it cools you down. Um, on your feet pads, like right where I don't know, was it like the arches, right where the arch is, that's where kidney one is. So it's really important piece for a lot of people need yin energy because it's just they're always just moving and thinking and they have so much yang energy. So it's great to just go out and ground and put your feet in the cool earth. Even in the summer, the winter, it's good too. I do it very often. I just go out and take my shoes off. Another thing I like to do too is I just like to sun gaze, just sit in the sun and stare at the sun. The sun provides us with information and knowledge. They say it takes 8 minutes for the information from the sun to get to the earth. So if you can sit outside for about like 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, you can get information from the sun and it can inform you of like um, your own personal knowledge that needs to come forward.
Wow. So that's all about balance, if you will.
Yeah, definitely. Everything in our bodies is about balance and homeostasis. That's why I do like the shiatsu massage. It's supposed to bring your body back to balance. And I personally prefer to heal people, not me heal people, but people heal themselves. So I'm a conduit that allows the energy from the universe to come through me, through my fingertips. And then when I touch your body, the universe is healing you. And not only is it healing you, it's healing me at the same time. So once we're done, the healing doesn't stop. The healing continues to go on. And a lot of times people will get up and they'll feel like super relaxed and invigorated, but those effects go on for multiple days. And sometimes it could last even longer, depending on, what condition you have, if it's acute or chronic. Sometimes if it's chronic, you need to come in more often in order to have shiatsu to help that problem or that situation resolve itself. And also coupled with Chinese medicine, um, you know, I provide herbs and things like that for people to utilize to help their organs be nourished.
How long did it take for you to learn this technique?
Well, to learn the technique, it took me over a year, probably like a year and a half to 2 years. I'm still learning. It's so much information; it's overwhelming. But I really was interested in the herb piece, and that is such a huge piece that I don't think I'll ever stop learning it. Even Chinese medicine in general, it's such a huge beast to learn. I'll probably be learning that for the rest of my life.
So these medicines that you speak of, are they easy to obtain, or do you have like a favorite space or place that you go to acquire your medicines?
Really, medicine is everywhere. You can go outside and get medicine. Dandelion is a great healer, nourisher for your liver. So you can go dig a dandelion up out of the ground and you can use the flower, you can use the leaf, you can use the root. Um, Herbs are just natural things that you can go outside and find, but we lost that information, through generations of conditioning, putting food in stores, Western medicine giving us pills. We could literally heal ourselves with the food outside, the herbs outside. And we used to do that. I was watching Bridgerton, and, they serve teas all the time. And that's how they healed themselves. If they were anxious, they would serve a tea like skull cap or passion flower, and they would drink it and calm down.
Mhm.
Um, Herbs are everywhere. And if we just start kind of saying, I have this condition, let me go look it up. And there's tons of places you can go to find herbs. Health food stores, you can get them immediately. You can go online and get them. You can even go to Amazon and get them, but you do want to make sure that you get organic stuff because there's so many chemicals in the food and the things that are grown. You want to make sure you're getting stuff without those chemicals.
So if I want to get on the path of natural healing, um, beyond just going to Amazon
Hmm.
and you know talking to Uncle Jeff, going to Amazon and purchasing all these things. So okay, I got all these things.
Hmm.
Um, do I go to the internet to learn how to use them? What's a safe way of applying these different types of methods to what I'm trying to do? Do do you we call you, or how does that work?
Well, you can get shiatsu.
Okay,
But I would say the easiest way is to just do a tea. They do have tinctures and they require a little bit more work, but you can go to a health food store. They have tons of tinctures. They're like little droplets, and you just put them under your tongue. Your tongue has a gland and it connects directly to your body and it flows through it travels through your body immediately. Let's see. There's so many modalities that you can do, but teas are the easiest way. I know it's hard for people to give up their coffee, but if you can, a tea is a great way to heal your body. Like a tea in the morning. I created a nervine tea. I let you have some.
that's what I drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah. I created that tea because I have anxiety. I just get a little anxious and I start overthinking. So every morning now, I take my sea moss, put it in there. I put some cayenne pepper, turmeric, and then I put my herbs, passion flower, skullcap, blue vervain, ashwagandha. It's all together in my tea. And then I put it in there and I drink it throughout the day. And I just find myself to be a lot more relaxed. So whatever is ailing you, there's a herb for that.
okay. Tell us a little bit about your business model. So if I want to come and get shiatsu massage from you, how do I go about that? Where are you located? Websites, phone numbers? Talk to us.
Okay, well, my website is multidimensionalmanifestations.com. I'm located in Joliet, right off of 55 at the Joliet Lewis Mall. You can go to the website and schedule. Usually, what I do is I have you come in and we sit down and have a conversation about what it is you're looking for, like if you have any pain, how your energy is, how your sleep or digestion is. We have a discussion about that, and it gives me an idea about like what your body is saying, and I kind of connect that in my head to organs. But then I do your hara, which is your stomach area. I diagnose your organs, and one organ will be deficient, one will be excessive, and then I kind of can get a sense if there's any others that might need some work too. And then that's how I gauge my massage. So I usually start on the legs, I do stretches, rotations, and I use my fingertips to apply pressure. Sometimes I use my elbows as well. And I go through your legs, your arms, your neck, your head. If anything else is calling me, then I do that as well. I try to end doing the back area, and then when I'm completely finished, I have you flip over and I check your organs again, those two organs that were deficient and excessive, and together we come up with a idea. We call it anti-pathogenic goal, in order for you to just imagine where you want to be in the future. And we think about that together. And I put my fingers on those organs and just connect those ideas together. And then we're done.
Okay. How long does that take?
Well, it takes about an hour. It could be less time, but I usually like to give it as much time as it needs. So if I get started and an organ is telling me like, "Hey, I need some real work. Please work on me." It just takes as long as it needs to take. So I usually take about an hour and a half.
Mhm. How do you think you can give this information to our community? Our community is a little skeptical sometimes about trying things that, although it belongs to us,
Mhm.
we're so removed from it. How do you communicate with those who need it the most? What do you think we can do to convince folks to come in and get their natural healing?
Well, um, I think that people are starting to wake up and understand like the government is really trying to poison us with in so many different directions, like through the air, the food we eat, through stress, like they have us working all day. So all of this is just in our body, and we are so used to trusting doctors and Western medicine, believing that this is the way that things are supposed to be. Well, it takes an awakening for people to understand that, hey, there are other options available, not just shiatsu, but just all kinds of natural healing modalities. There are places, they call them now integrated therapy or complementary therapies, alternative therapies. Those are the things that you can do to help naturally heal yourself. So if you have a condition, look up some different types of natural healing therapies. They're available. Um, they do cost money. They're usually not cheap, but I feel like insurance is starting to open up to accepting a lot of new different ways to heal, you know, heal their people.
What do you see yourself with this whole model in the future? What's your vision for your business? What's your vision for your I go beyond saying a business.
Mm-hmm.
What's your vision for your purpose?
Well, I know that I'm a healer, and I want to heal people, and then eventually I would like to teach people to heal people. So I'm a special ed teacher at heart, always a special ed teacher at heart. But I know that my gift is to heal people. So with that being said, I want to heal and then eventually teach, and we'll see where it goes because I think the world is opening up to alternative therapies. And also, I'm a big astrology person. Pluto has just gone into Aquarius. And if you know anything about Aquarius, it's about technology, and technology is going to soar. And then all these different modes of natural healing are going to really open up for people. So I suggest if you're interested, get into it now. I've seen a boom in yoga and um, meditations and sound baths, and even when I started shiatsu, it was a few of us, and now I go back to school and it's so many people, coming into the program, and young people, they want to heal people too. They know they have their gift. um, and it's a lot of light workers. I call us light workers. And I don't know if you've ever heard of the term indigo children. So a lot of the younger people are indigos, and they're here to heal and help turn this world around. As an older person, we need to start looking at ourselves, trying to heal ourselves, and then try to turn the world around through us. Like one person can change thousands of people. One light can shine and change thousands of negative people into positive people. So if we could just start changing ourselves and focus on bringing our consciousness up individually, collectively, we can change this world. Like we can't go and, overthrow the government, but we can change what we can change, which is us, ourselves.
How did you recognize that you have this gift? That you like this is obviously this has always been with you.
hmm
When did you recognize that you had the gift to heal?
I was interested in something called tuning forks. They're you just ding them and they produce a vibration. So I started learning more about that through healing vibrations. I went to a class. Um, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. Harmonic healing waves, but a gentleman named Jay Simon. He was a teacher, and I learned so much about vibrations and how vibrations correlated with music, your body. Like we all have a frequency.
Frequencies.
Yeah, and we are tuned to a certain frequency based off of like how we feel. So if you're in fear, you're in a lower frequency. If you're in like anger, you're in a lower frequency. But if you're in love, which is the highest frequency, which is the God frequency, like you can create whatever you want to see. Like you can manifest anything you want. Being in love with yourself and being thankful and showing gratitude is the highest vibration that you can do. So I would suggest that people start with trying to just be thankful. And once you're thankful and appreciative, your heart starts to open up and grow. So the vibrations is where I started. And it was so much connected to the vibrations and the frequency that I opened up a huge can of worms, and it was like a big hole I dived down, and and it's no ending to it.
I think before scientists thought that the body operated off of electricity
Hmm.
versus frequency. And I believe now it's being recognized that
Hmm.
everything's connected to different frequencies.
Yes, we are electrical beings, and we really don't even exist. Like this is almost like a dream, but we are in these bodies in this dream, and they're electrical, they're vibrations, and vibration frequency is just how fast those vibrations are going. So our electrical current is our frequency. And, again, going back to the Pluto and Aquarius, I don't know. I know as soon as Pluto went into Aquarius, I started getting a lot of anxiety because my frequency was speeding up. So now, if you'll notice, like time is faster, the days are shorter. So things are speeding up. The frequency is getting higher. It's requiring people to raise their vibration. And if you don't raise your vibration, then you're going to perish. So people really need to start looking at taking care of their health, not just their physical health, but also their emotional and mental health as well.
Explain to me about Pluto going into Aquarius. When you say that, what do you mean by that?
So a Pluto has a 20-year cycle. It was previously in Capricorn. And if you know anything about Capricorn, it's like a top-down structure. So you notice about 2008, that's when Pluto went into Capricorn. That's when the banks failed. So it brought that kind of crazy moment to us, and then we had to change the way we did business. Um, and now you'll see like the government is kind of going crazy, and you're like, what is going on? Well, that is Pluto and Capricorn, that top down structure. So now that it's in Aquarius, it's about the people. So it's our time to not necessarily bring the government down, but to bring it to provide us with what we need. And it's finally this time for us to rise up as a people and start, you know, raising our vibration. And we don't have to do anything but raise our own vibration, because our vibration is magnetic and it's attractive. So a lot of people, since I've been raising my vibration, a lot of people have been attracted to me. They've asked me questions about, well, how can I raise my vibration? What can I do? And I try to give them the best advice that I can.
Okay. This is a wonderful subject, and I believe that this subject deserves much, 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 much more time. So I would like to have you come on as often as you would like to speak not only about your craft, but to speak on what you're speaking on now with how things correlate with our society, how we as people who need to not only just be woke, be
Hmm.
conscious, but actually put in the work of
Hmm.
raising our vibration, how that correlates with our day to day, how that
Yes.
correlates with us working in corporate, traveling, our social circles, things of that nature. I think
Hmm.
it's important to try to get a correlation between the two.
Yeah, definitely. If I could, lead people with one thing, it'd be, monitor your thoughts. A lot of times we get hung up on our thoughts, overthinking. When you start thinking negatively, it leads you down the path of seeing negative things happen. But when you can think positively or just allow things to be, because sometimes you just can't change things. It could be a bad situation, but you just have to allow it to be. And also, the universe works for you, not against you. So even when you're having a bad experience, it's there for you to learn. If you don't learn, then you will continue to suffer the consequences of that situation. But if you do learn, you again raise your vibration, and then you go to the next level.
Okay, so even if you lock yourself out the house in the car and you standing outside in 32-degree weather
Yes.
for about an hour and 18 minutes, that's not the universe against me.
No, find the joy in it.
Find the joy in it.
Hmm.
Okay. Learn how to put keys in your pocket
Yeah, and learn
and
from the
learn from the
situation.
situation. Gotcha. So
Yes.
again, 708-223-8953. We're speaking with Tamara on what she does, shiatsu massage, and it's a wonderful, wonderful subject. So again, where are you located?
I'm located at 2370 Plainfield Road in Crest Hill.
And what are your hours?
My hours can vary, but I usually work between 10 and 5 or 6 o'clock. If somebody needs some alternative times, then they can just give me a call.
How much does this cost?
I currently charge $65 per session. And you get a lot because not only do I do the massage, but I sit down with you when we're done.
Consultations?
Yeah, and then I talk to you about what your body is telling me because a lot of the massage is intuitive, and I can get a picture or I can get a word or something, uh, but I tell you about that, and then I also um, can provide some ideas about some stretches, some herbs you can take, things you can do to help improve your condition or situation.
What's your website information?
It's www.multidimensionalmanifestations.com.
www.multidimensionsmanifestation.com.
Multidimensional manifestations.
Okay. You have a number with that?
Um,
Not at this time?
I do, but
Okay.
it's a Google
Just
Voice,
hit the
so
hit the
yeah,
website.
yeah, hit the website. It's there.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the time. I appreciate you sharing with the people. I think this is a very important subject, as I said before, and I think we should get more into it. You're
Definitely.
welcome to come on anytime you're in the area. Come on through, and we'll talk to you next time when you do about not only what you're doing, but where you're going with the business. We want to
Mhm.
see success in what you do. We want you to be able to reach as many people as you can, to talk to them about raising their vibrations. And hopefully, this will be a platform for you to be able to do that, not only on this show, but other shows on Intellectual Radio. So, thank you for coming on. I
Thank
appreciate the
you.
time.
Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity to share.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime. It's good for the people.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we're about the people. So if there's anything that can help the people, we should help the people. And I want to share with folks that your health is your wealth. And this is what we're talking about. There's a lot of monetary things that we obtain throughout this life. There's a lot of things that we shoot for, go for, strive for. But one thing, unfortunately, that a lot of us neglect is our health. Uh, what does it gain? What does it mean to gain all of these things, all of this stuff, but you can't enjoy this stuff because you're too sick to do so?
Mhm.
I think that our priorities have been crossed for a long time. So again, your health is your wealth. Let's focus on our health. There's many pathways to being a healthier you, not only on the outside but on the inside as well. And I think we just talked about it. Okay, before we go, we're going to go ahead and take this call. We got a call coming in. Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh yeah, I'm Anthony calling from Indiana.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Can you turn your radio down a
I
little
have
bit?
questions. Yeah. Yeah, it's down.
Okay, go ahead with your question, caller. Thanks for calling in, by the
Yeah, I
way.
have a
I always
question.
appreciate you calling in.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have a question for the.
Tamara.
Um. Okay, I've been like into like so many accidents throughout my life, and I had one full body massage some years back, and the lady came out, set the table up and everything, but after she was done, it's like my body was like in so much pain for like almost a week, and I was like, I'm not ever doing that again. But I do have like, you know, rheumatoid arthritis, but I do work out, you know, to keep it loose, whatever. But every now and then, I have a lot of tension that I think I need to be like worked out, and I think a good massage. So, do you like kind of offer that, or you know, would your technique be able to help me live a better and comfortable life?
That's a great question. Great question.
Okay, well, shiatsu massage is great for arthritis because it helps open up the joint space and the blood flow to the area. Myself, I have carpal tunnel, so I need that in my forearm, in my arms, in my shoulder and back. So what shiatsu does is it kind of gets to the root of the problem. And it could be a lot of different things. For instance, it could be just the same with me and my carpal tunnel because I hunch over, you know, and I didn't know this before I started shiatsu, but because I hunch over a lot of times, like it's creating issues with my posture. And also, it has a lot to do with the things that I'm consuming, bringing into my body. So we would actually have a session, sit down, have a conversation about, you know, what you're eating or what you're doing, and try to find small ways to help improve your lifestyle. And also, the massage will help open up your joint spaces so that way you can feel a little more loose and have more energy. Now, you might go home and feel a little pain because in order for your body to kind of come back online, it's like a shock to your system. It's like, what's going on? So after a while, it'll subside and you should feel much better. But most of the time, most people feel good right away. They actually feel more relaxed.
So, Carl, you're gonna have to set that
So
appointment up.
I think so. But how often do I have to? What would you recommend? The
The amount of visits.
yes, because you know, I had surgeries. I had a couple of surgeries. I'm just like, I mean, if you see me, I look normal, but trust you,
You're in
if you hit
pain.
me, I'm fragile. But yeah, but I, like I said, I work out. I have to work out, but if I don't work out, it would just
You get
all freeze
tense.
up on me. So I just deal with the pain, and I don't really take meds for it. But I know what I have. But I'm just trying to live a free, comfortable life. You know.
hmm I would
So
recommend for a chronic condition like you have to maybe do it once every couple of weeks. And then we would come back to the table each time and see like how you're progressing, if there are any changes that we need to make. You got to remember this is a therapy. And with therapy, you have to keep going sometimes in order to really get to the point where you're healed or you're healing. And also with arthritis, a lot of it has to do with the things that we're consuming. Not minimizing that you've been in an accident, because that definitely is something too that can cause a lot of pain in your body. But we would look at the things like how you're functioning in your daily life and then how we can make small changes to improve your health as well.
sound good. Sound good. Yeah,
Well,
definitely try to get an appointment set up.
well, absolutely. We
Just take
appreciate
off.
we appreciate the call, and as always, we appreciate you calling in. And I'm glad that you actually shared with the people some of your experiences with needing this type of therapy. This is very important because, again, like we said, your health is your wealth. So all the things that you're doing for up and going cleaning, you out there doing your thing, multiple cleaning service. And by the way, this is our sponsor for the show that's calling in. 219-200-2400. Anthony McMath is the caller's name. He has a wonderful dry cleaning service. It's mobile.
Okay.
So he comes to you and speaking of him coming to you, maybe that's
Mhm.
something that y'all can work out with all the things that you need laundered from time to time with your business.
Yes, definitely. I do mobile visits as well, but you would just have to give me a call or communicate with me, and then we can set something up.
All right. So thank you for the
Actually, that
call.
was my next question. But you did answer that. Yeah, so you do mobile visits. But yeah, either way, I could come to you or you could come to me. Yeah,
Yes.
that would be good.
Well, thank you
Thank
for
you.
the call.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Mm-hmm.
That was an amazing call. So
Mhm.
that's the example. And again, uh, if you all don't get a chance to call in tonight, um, please remember to reach back out to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. We'll make sure that we get all the information that you need to get in touch with Tamara so that you can have your consultation to
Mhm.
include your shiatsu massage,
Mhm.
and all the other information that you may be looking for, because again, your health is your wealth, right?
Oh, and I also want to mention that I do sell crystals, like the one I am wearing right now. So you can go on my website as well and get some healing energy through crystals.
Tell me about what you have around your neck right now.
This is pink opal. This is my birthstone. I'm a Libra, so pink is our color and opal is our stone. I love crystals, gems, stones, whatever you want to call them. I love them because what they do is they have certain geometric properties that allow specific energies to come in your body. I keep it close to my heart because pink is like a heart energy. And it just can relax you, it can protect you, it can give you energy. Stones do different things. On my website, I try to make sure that I provide a thorough like description of like what they do physically, emotionally, and mentally.
Okay. Well, thank you for all of the information. Thank
Mhm.
you for the time. Thank you for coming on to the Denasha Harrison Show. And we'll see you the next time you come on. So we appreciate it. And for everybody that's out there watching, again, if you had a chance to watch the show, great. Tell somebody else about it. IntellectualRadio.com. You can find the Denasha Harrison Show on it either live or afterwards. You can also go to YouTube and find the Denasha Harrison Show as well. And don't forget the number. Again, 708-223-8953. You can also call 224-800-9719. So thank you very much for joining us on the Denasha Harrison Show. Again, happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you after Valentine's Day. And be safe and be good to each other.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
God's gonna trouble water.
You ain't got enough money to buy my soul. Ain't strong enough to stop me. I'm out of control. This dimension's a me.